What is going on, guys? Papacy back from the video for you guys, and today I'll be looking at the upcoming main box in Duel Links called Crusaders Battleground. If you guys want to support the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new. So this set comes out on Tuesday, just a couple days away. Pretty excited for this box. I just want to go over what I think are the key cards, not every single UR and SR, a couple of Rs, a couple Ns here and there. And if this box is worth buying, if you're a newer player, if you're a free-to-play player, and so on and so on. So getting right into it, I'm going to skip all this. The cover card, Silent Swordsman level 7. Don't think it's that great. It's a level up monster. Basically, negate all spell effects in the field when it's summoned. I mean, not great. Not amazing. We'll have to see what level 5 does, I guess, because I'm not really sure what level 5 does. But either way, next card, Noble Knight, Meridowit. I honestly don't know what the Noble Knights do too much. I know people are pretty excited about Noble Knights, but I know that, like, basically, they're kind of like Geminis, except they're not Geminis. But they're treated as normal monsters if they don't have a Noble Arms equip spell. So what this guy does is if he has a Noble Arms equipped spell, he's also treated as a dark monster, which is interesting. And you can send an equipped spell to the graveyard to special summon a Noble Knight in defense mode from your deck, I believe. So not a bad card. I did have to see what the other Noble Knights do though, because it's the only one that I know of, because it's the only one that I actually read. So I don't know if Noble Knights will be good. You know, I'm not a Noble Knight expert. This deck could be meta defining. I don't know. I have to read the rest of the cards and see. So next card, Grandmaster, the Six Samurai. This is the card I'm excited about the most. One of the best Six Samurai cards that we could have possibly gotten, to be completely honest. Basically, if you control their Six Samurai monster, you can special summon from your hand. Pretty good, because a lot of the Six Samurai monsters, they need another Six Samurai the fourth effect to activate. Grandmaster Six Samurai has Six Samurai in the name. That's very, very good. 2100 attack is pretty good as well as just a free special summon. So you can have two monsters on the board pretty easily. If you have, say, Yaichi special this, Yaichi destroy a back row. I think Kamon, the fire one, might be seeing play because of Amazonas too, because you can go Kamon, special summon Grandmaster, destroy Onslaught, which is pretty good. That's one thing I like about Six Samurai is that they just have so many different options, and Grandmaster opens up a lot of them. And I believe Grandmaster, when it's destroyed, you can also get a Six Samurai back from your graveyard to your hand, which isn't bad. I don't believe you could target another Grandmaster though. You can only control one Grandmaster at a time, so unfortunately you can't go. I mean, if you could go like Iroh, Grandmaster game, that'd be pretty crazy. But you can't do that. But it's still a pretty good card. I think Six Samurai will play 2 or 3 of this because it is a 20 card format. I think 3 would be a little bit too cloggy. I think 2 is really, really good. So next card, Grand Magic Crusade. Don't think this is good. Basically, when you tribute summon it, it gains double the attack once you tributed. Could be gimmicky. I don't know. Don't think it's great. Next card, DD Assailant. Really good card, to be honest. Just a good general generic card. I don't think I'll see too much play. There's kind of a lot of that in Duel Links. So basically, it's pretty much just DD Warrior, which we've had for a while, except it has higher stats. You know, when it gets attacked, when you attack, you banish with the monsters. So this could be good against decks that need monsters in the graveyard, which I can't really think of right now. I mean, I guess you could attack in Celestial and banish it, but I don't know. I feel like this card was much better than TCG just because it was more relevant at the time that it was released, while in Duel Links it's just not as good. I think maybe in time it could be good. We get like maybe a good warrior control deck in the future that plays this. I don't know. If I pull it, I'll be pretty happy, but I'm not going to play it anything, so I don't know. Next up, the Stalos. This was in the selection box, the first one a couple months ago. It's a Monarch. Tribute it. 2400 attack. You make your opponent discard a card. If it's a monster, you lose 100 life points for each star it has. Kind of cool card. You know, in Duel Links you only have 4,000 life points. So if you hit a level 4, that's 400 life points. Really not that bad. Definitely one of the better Monarchs that we have in this game, because we have like some of the newer Monarchs in terms of when they're released in TCG, and they aren't that great. The Stalos is probably the best Monarch we have in the game right now, to be honest, and I don't know, I think Monarchs have potential once we get more Monarchs. You know, I think Mobius will be really good in this game. Same with Ryza would be amazing in this game. Ryza, basically what you do is when you summon it, you target a card in the field and send it back to the top of the deck. That would be amazing in Duel Links, but right now Monarchs are just kind of eh. I think they could be fun. You know, they're definitely playable, but not anything too amazing. Dark Ray, probably the most interesting card in this whole set, to be honest. I feel like they're starting to push a lot of the light and dark stuff in Duel Links. If you guys don't know, back in the TCG, especially in the GX era, light and dark were like the most powerful archetypes, especially dark towards the end of the GX era. And what Dark Raider does is you can special summon it when you have exactly 5 dark monsters in your graveyard, and then you can banish a dark monster from your graveyard, special summon a dark from your graveyard. So kind of a cool card. The problem is you need 5 darks in your graveyard, which in Duel Links is hard to do. I guess a grass variant could be nice, but I don't know. I think this deck, or this card, could be interesting, but right now I feel like it just needs some more support, especially with dark cards. Like, if we get, like, Dark Arm Dragon, stuff like that, I think it could be better. Especially if we get, like, Armageddon Knight or Dark Refer, but we don't have those right now. So, I don't know how I feel about this card. I think it could be good, but right now it's not anything too amazing. Next up, probably the most hyped up card in this set, Nobleman of Crossout. Not a bad card at all. I think it's a card we should have had a while ago, because we don't really have too many cards that just straight up 1-for-1 removal like Nobleman. What it does is you target a face down monster and destroy it, or banish it if it's a flip effect monster. And if it's a flip effect monster, both players banish all cards with the same name from their deck. So this against Sylvans is still pretty good, because although it doesn't banish Komushimo, you still destroy it, which is kind of nice. If they are playing Magical Merchant, which a lot of the, not to sound like a jerk, a lot of the bad players play Magical Merchant, that's kind of good because you can banish the Merchant, and Merchant's kind of a really annoying card. But I don't know, I think this card will be a lot better in the tournament scene in terms of side decks. In terms of straight up like going to the ladder and stuff, I don't think it'll be too amazing. You might be people main it if they just are that tilted against Sylvans, like me. I probably will do that, but I don't think it's that amazing. It's good to have this card though. I think this is a card that should be in Duel Links. I actually made a video on that card. Top 5 cards I want to see in Duel Links. We made that a couple weeks ago. That card was on that list, so check out that video if you haven't. So next up, DDR, Different Dimension Reincarnation. Another really good card. Discard a card, then target one of your banished monsters, special summon an attack position, and equip it with this card. When this card leaves the field, it's ready to equip monster. So this is like the closest thing we have to like a generic monster revival card, outside of like Powerful Rebirth, in terms of a spell, I should say. Because we have Powerful Rebirth, but we don't have like a spell that lets you rebirth monsters. Although it's from the banished one, not from the graveyard. I don't really know what I'm saying. I don't think this is a bad card. I just don't see how it can be used right now. I mean, maybe with Dark Creator. You could play this with Dark Creator. Use Dark Creator, banish something, special summon one from the grave, and then play this, discard one, special summon something that you banished, and then go for an OTK from there. You know, it's like a... I mean, technically it's only a 2-card OTK, but it requires a lot of setup. Can you 5 Darks in grave? So maybe, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe like a 30-card Grass is Greener deck that plays 3 DDR, 3 Dark Creator, maybe with like heavy starters, so you open with Dark Creator. I don't know. Interesting card. I think in the future it could be a really good card. Right now it's just kind of, and you'll see that a lot. I'll say a lot about these cards in this set. Is, you know, a lot of cards I think will have potential in the future. Right now they're kind of just eh. Zing Zang Hu Replica. Do not understand why this is a UR. Should be an SR. It is literally just a worse Zing Zang Hu. Select one set spell trap on the field. It cannot be activated. And cards and effects cannot be activated in response to card activation. So it's kind of like a trap form of Fire Formation Gyoku. I don't know. It's an okay card. Like, it'll see play. But, I don't know. I feel like if it was an R, then it would be really annoying because everyone would play it. I think it should just be an SR. Like, I don't think this is good enough to be a UR. Like, only one of these in the box. Like, I don't know. Next up, Evil Swarm Heliotrope. I don't really understand this card too much. I'm guessing Evil Swarms revolve around this card. Kind of like Gem Knights. I don't know. It's a 1950 vanilla. So, I'm guessing that Gem Knights need to use this card for something. Not Gem Knights. Evil Swarms. I don't really know. Next up, Silent Swordsman level 5. It is a 2300 5-star monster, so not bad. Unaffected by opponent's spell cards. Okay. And then you could tribute it during your next standby phase, special summon Silent Swordsman 7 from your deck. So not a bad card, honestly. Unaffected by spells. So I guess you can't get Econ. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not amazing. Next up, Noble Knight Dristan. 800 Warrior. Okay, so while you control another Noble Knight monster, your opponent cannot target your monster with less than 800 attack, except discard for attacks with card effects. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. So if a Noble and Arms equipped spell is equipped with this card, target one face-up card on the field, destroy that target. Okay. That's a pretty good card, actually. That's better than the UR, I would say. I mean, I guess you could use the UR one, I think it's called Murduit, to tutor out this. And then play another equip spell? I don't know. I actually what these equip spells do, to be honest. Next up, Steel Sword Mantis, level 5, 2200. When this card should be summoned by tributing a Steel Sword monster, you can pay 1000 life points. Target one Steel Sword monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Not bad. Excuse me, not bad at all. You can just tribute it, summon it, and then get the monster that you tributed back, and go for an OTK from there. You know, if you have the 1951, you can summon the 1951. Next turn, tribute it for this, get the 1950 back, and you have an OTK. Assuming your opponent has no board, which is a lot easier said than done. Not a terrible card, honestly. I don't know if Steel Storm decks will play this card, but it's okay. Next up, the other Monarch in this set. Pretty good card as well. When this card tribute summon, target one card on the field, destroy it. Could be a spell, could be a monster. Not bad. Pretty good card. Definitely gives Monarchs a little bit of a push that I think they needed. Next up, Firestorm Vassal. We've had this card for a while. You can special summon it from your hand. It's good. I mean, it's good in Hazy Flame. Next card. Spirit of Flames. Not that good. Banish a fire monster from your graveyard, special summon it. It's not that bad, honestly. It's not bad. But I think Vassal and, you know, Dinotherium, stuff like that are just infinitely better than cards like this. We have one of these, I think it's called the Rock Spear. I think we've had it in the last set. And it's a similar card except with rock monsters. I don't know, not bad, but like, eh. Next up, a Fusion 6 Samurai, which I didn't know even existed. Secret 6 Samurai Rihan. 3 6 Samurai monsters with different attributes, and it can be contact fused, kind of like Gladiator Beast Heraclinos. And what does this exactly do? So once per turn, you banish 1 6 Samurai card from your hand or face upon the field. Target 1 card on the field, banish it. If a 6 Samurai monster you control be destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. Not bad. I just don't think that this card will see too much play in 6 Samurais, because you have to contact fuse it with 3 6 Samurais, which is kind of hard to do in this game, because, like, I mean, if you go Iroh, I'm using Iroh as like the generic 6 Samurai, it could be any 6 Samurai, but if you go Iroh and then Grandmaster, you still need one more. 2400 is pretty good, I guess. I don't know, it's not terrible, but it's just hard to bring out. Next up, Special Hurricane, discard 1 card, trigger all special monsters in the field. Pretty crazy, actually. Great side deck card, amazing side deck card. I can see a lot of people maining this card, actually. Like, the only thing that, like, I feel like if this card becomes relevant, Amazons can play around it pretty easily, because they don't have to special summon, except for Tiger, but Tiger can come back so easily. This card against, like, Master Heroes is pretty good. This card against Sylvans is amazing, because they special summon everything, basically. Not a bad card, honestly. I think this is pretty good. I think this is one of the better cards in the set, to be honest. Next up, Recurring Nightmare. Select 2 monsters with 0 defense, 2 dark monsters with 0 defense in your graveyard, return them to your hand. Okay. Is Dark Creator 0 defense? I don't know. It depends on what dark monster is 0 defense, if this card's good or not. By order of the Emperor, when a monster effect is activated, that activates when a monster is normal summoned, so Monarchs. You can negate the activation. Okay. When the player whose effect activation was negated draws 1 card. It's a continuous trap, not a counter trap. If this was a counter trap, oh my god, I would love this card so much, because I love playing counter fairies, and I just feel like that deck needs another counter trap to be really good. Not a bad card. I don't think it's amazing, but it's cool. Escalation of the Monarchs. Once per turn during your main phase, your opponent's main phase, or your opponent's battle phase, you can immediately activate this effect, tribute summon 1 monster. That's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know if it'll see play, but it's a cool effect. Noble Knight Artgogius. 1800 Vanilla Warrior. It's an R. Not bad. Alright, so let's go over like the more relevant cards. So this is Noble Knight again. So control a light monster, you can special this card from your hand defense position. That's a good card, because all Noble Knights are light. So you go Noble Knight Special, and you got 2. If Exceeds were a thing in this game, Noble Knights would be busted, but they aren't. So, Noble Knight Boars. This effect's too long, I'm not going to read it. It's probably a good card, but I'm not going to read it. Noble Knight. Okay, we're not going to read all the Noble Knights. Ignoble Knight. What the heck is this? He's a dark. Okay, the Ignoble's like the evil one. So, I'm guessing that Noble Knights are actually be a pretty decent deck. I just want to find what this spell does, this equip spell. Alright, so we have 4 Noble Arm spell cards. I'm not going to read them all, because it'll take too long. But they don't seem that bad. They don't really have crazy effects, but they're good enough. The only problem is there's just like, I think there's too many of them. I don't know. I think Noble Knights could be okay. Not anything too amazing. Next card I want to talk about though is actually Return to the 6 Samurai. It's basically a powerful rebirth, except it's a normal trap, and the monster destroyed at the end phase is only for 6 Samurais. Not bad. I think powerful rebirth is still better, although the advantage of this card is it doesn't clog your back row. Not a bad card. Not a terrible card. I don't think it'll see too much play. Next card, Spirit of the 6 Samurai. Surprised to see this as an end, because it's actually a pretty good card. So, once per turn, you can either target 1 face-up 6 Samurai monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it in face-up attack position. While equipped with this effect, the equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense. If the equipped monster destroys the opponent's monster in battle, draw a card. That's pretty good. It's a union monster. It can help you swarm the field. I am definitely going to test this card out in my 6 Samurai build once this pack comes out. I don't know. I like it. I think it could be pretty good. So we have a few of these secret 6 Samurais, which I don't really know too much about. But this is Hatsume. It's a female. I don't think we have too many female 6 Samurais, but that's kind of cool to see. So you can banish 2 6 Samurai monsters from your graveyard and or face up from your field. So you can go Iroh, Grandmaster, banish, and then special summon this, I guess. Or use this card effect. Then target 1 6 Samurai monster in your graveyard, except 6 Samurai Hatsume, special summon it. You can only use the effect of 6 Samurai Hatsume once per turn. If exactly 1 6 Samurai monster you control and no other cards be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish the card from your graveyard instead. That second effect is pretty good. Not too sure about the first effect. Second effect is nice. I don't know. I could see it being teched maybe 1 or 2. Probably just 1. I don't know, maybe like a deck that's dedicated to the Secret Samurais, playing 3 of it. We'll see. We also have Cunning of the 6 Samurai. Surprised to see this as an N as well. Basically a mass change from the graveyard for 6 Samurais. Send a face-up 6 Samurai monster to control the graveyard. Target 1 6 Samurai monster in either player's graveyard. That's cool. Special summon that target. I mean, that's pretty cool. You get attack, Cunning, attack again. Pretty nice. We also have a lot of these Vylon cards that are mostly N's and R's. I think this would be a pretty cool budget deck. They're all like Union monsters that revolve around like, I don't even know what they revolve around, but I remember them in the TCG not being terrible. Like, I remember somebody at my locals used to play them. I don't know. I'm definitely going to make a deck around these because they're pretty cheap, but I don't think it's worth buying this box just to build Vylons. And then next up, we have another 6 Samurai card, Secret 6 Samurai Doji, 4-star Dark 700, pretty cool. When another 6-star monster is normal or special summoned to the field except during damage step, you can send 1 6-star monster from your deck to the graveyard. If exactly 1 6-star monster control another card will be destroyed by a card if you can manage card from your graveyard set. So this is actually better than Hatsume in my opinion, because what you can do is you can summon this, and then special summon Grandmaster, and then send another Doji to the graveyard. Interesting. I like it. I think that's pretty much it for the whole set that I want to talk about. There's a few cards that I missed. I mean, Strike Ninja, actually, great card. A lot of potential. Once per turn, if the player turn, you banish 2 dark monsters from your graveyard. Banish this card into the end phase. This could help control Dark Creator if you have more than 5 darks. Kind of cool. We got some more Bujin support. I don't really care much about Bujins, to be honest. I didn't even bother looking over them. Could they be good? I have no idea. I mean, the way I look at it, to be honest, is if none of the Bujin cards are SR or better, I don't think they'll be that amazing. It is cool they got support, but, you know, they've been around in the game for a while, and they haven't really been that great. Either way, what to look out for in this box, what I think are the best cards. Grandmaster 6 Samurai, that's actually the only, like, if you're gonna buy this box and you're gonna build a deck, it's gonna be for 6 Samurais. But the problem with that is you need to get an older set and get all the older 6 Samurai cards. Luckily, the older 6 Samurai cards, you don't have them. They're all like N's and R's, so not too hard to get them. But I don't know. Like, I don't think this box is bad, but I don't think it's amazing. I think it's definitely a skippable box if you're a full free-to-play player. Because if you're a free-to-play player, the only deck you can really build out of this is like Vylons, which aren't that amazing. If you're like a semi-free-to-play player and you're willing to spend some money, you could probably build Noble Knights. You know, Noble Knights really aren't. I don't think they're going to be that bad. I really don't. I think they'll be pretty good. Will they be on the tier list? Will they be, you know, a high-tier deck you see in King Games a lot, or see Reach King Games a lot? We'll see. I think they have the potential to do that, but I still think 6 Samurais are going to be the best deck to come out of this this pack. So either way, that's it for me. Will I be buying this box? I'm going to go crazy trying to get at least 2 of these 6 Samurai Grandmasters. I'm looking forward to this because I love 6 Sams. Either way, know what your favorite card in this set is in the comments down below. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys next time, and bye-bye.